Well, good morning. This is a weird angle, but it is what it is. I put you in a cabinet. I don't know. It's where my cups and bowls and plates are. But it is Friday the 10th, 11th. Friday, December the 11th. I'm making a pot of coffee, and then I really think I'm gonna make some bacon and eggs. It's 7:30 in the morning. It's gonna take me 30 minutes to get into the park. The hike that I'm doing today is the 4-mile trail, but it's actually 9.6 miles, so it's a little bit longer than 4 miles. Apparently it used to be 4 miles, then there was a rock slide, so they had to make it a little bit longer. But I'm thinking I'm gonna add an extra 2.5 miles to it to do, I think it's Centennial Dome. Let me look real quick. There's a dome that's technically closed because the roads, most of the roads are shut down for winter. What a surprise, Yosemite in the winter. But I can add like 2.5 miles and do, yeah, Centennial Dome. I'm thinking maybe, but we'll see. I'll for sure get to do Glacier Point, which is 7,200 feet above sea level. Centennial Dome is 8,100, so another 1,000 feet of elevation gain. And I will probably come back to you when lunch is packed and we're getting ready to leave. So I'll talk to you soon. Oh, also let me tell you this. I want so badly to meet some rock climbers that are going rock climbing in Yosemite and just be like, hey, can I tag along? Because I've got a harness and I've got my shoes and I've got one carabiner. Somewhere I've got a carabiner. So that's a hope, that's a dream. We'll see if it happens, but I'm gonna cook breakfast. All right, I'm headed into the park. It's 9:25. I'm gonna get to the hike at 10 o'clock. The All Trail says it's a 6-hour hike. I think it's more of like a 4.5 to 5-hour hike, so we'll see there. I bet I'll be eating lunch right around 1 o'clock at the top of Glacier Point, overlooking all of the Yosemite Valley. 2 more days in Yosemite, back in Dallas for 2 days, and then I gotta head east home. So the trip is coming to an end. Just gotta enjoy the time that we have. So I will see you at the trailhead. Crazy, right? Right over the road. Drop off. It's casual. All right, I'm in the middle of the 4-mile trail hike. It's actually 9.6, and then if you want to do the Sentinel Dome, it pushes it out to like 12 miles. That's all ice that I'm walking on. I'm off of the ice now. I'd recommend it. It's got 3,500 feet of elevation gain in 3.5 miles, which is a lot, but the views are incredible, and I think the trail is relatively busy right now. I've passed 3 groups going up
and then I've had 2 groups, I think, pass me going down. So I started a little late, right at like 10 o'clock, but I'm about to summit Glacier Point in probably an hour and 45 minutes, an hour and 50 minutes. And then I'll go to Sentinel Dome. So like 10 out of 10 would recommend, especially if you're here at the beginning of winter. Sorry, it's the ice. And the other roads are closed. Look at this. Slipping on ice. Honestly, this is what I love to see. American ingenuity. It's a nice cell phone tower at the top of the mountain, and I currently have all of the bars of 5G. This is better service than what I have in Dallas, so thank you, AT&T, and all of your other providers. I really do appreciate it. So, we are half a mile from Centennial Dome, and it's time to go back and hopefully do Inspiration Point, and there's another one. I don't remember what it's called, but we'll see. So you got Half Dome right there. El Capitan. Let's go over here. Get up a little bit. Right there. I don't know what the other ones are. All right, these are my thoughts on the 4-mile hike. Absolutely a great hike. 9 out of 10. It's just a lot of elevation, but incredible views of El Cap and whatever else on the way up. And then once you do get to Glacier Point, you can see Half Dome and everything else. Now, this would be the perfect case scenario. You can have somebody drop you off at Glacier Point, see Glacier Point, hike over to Sentinel Dome. Sentinel Dome's pretty cool. That's the spot where we were at, where you can see everything, like a 360 of the park. Then walk down the 4-mile trail and have somebody pick you up at the base. Then you never have to hike up. But overall, like, look at this. You can't beat this. It's incredible. So I'd recommend it. 9 out of 10. It's good in the winter because there's no waterfalls, so it's not like you're disappointed with no waterfalls flowing. So I am 9.3 miles in, and I've been on my way back down for an hour and 5 minutes. So I bet I've probably got another hour before I get to the base, maybe an hour and 15 minutes. And then I'm gonna head back. Honestly, I think I halfway like trail running, especially on the downhill parts. The downhill parts are where it's at because you just kind of got to throw your legs in front of you. The only bummer is when there's a lot of like dirt or gravel right here, whew, and your feet start to slip and you don't know if you're gonna make it. That's the biggest bummer. So, also I don't think running in my hiking boots is super great because it starts to hurt my knees after a little while. But it makes you really focus on the path, on the trail, and I don't know, it has to be good. And it drops your mile average time because you're going so much faster. But I'm sure I just sound like a crazy person. 4 mile trail, you were a delight, you were good, would recommend it. Definitely liked Sentinel Dome because there really wasn't anybody there. And I can definitely see how in the summer, with it being a 1 mile hike, being super crowded. So, until next time, guess I'll update you if I fall and you see me on my back on the ground in a video. Doesn't this seem like it'd be a great place for a bear to hibernate? Again, I have this theory that school taught us that bears hibernate, but they didn't tell us where they hibernate or what to look out for. So, I might be likely to get attacked by a bear, but I interrupted during hibernation. All right, I'm going to bed. Tomorrow we're doing like 3-ish hikes. I want to say for a total of 7 or 8 miles, something like that. Today was 13, and then we're gonna come back to the trailer, load up the trailer, and drive to Bakersfield, which is 4 hours away. Sleep somewhere in Bakersfield, wake up in the morning, cook some breakfast, and then go to the airport and hop on a plane and go to Authentic for church. So I'm tired. It's like 7:45, so I'm gonna take a shower, get in bed, and then maybe make a shake after a little bit, hopefully. So I'll see you in the morning.